start by unwrapping 1 stick of butter and putting it in the bowl along with about 1.5 cups of white sugar, and beat that together well. I like to mash my bananas with a electric mixer. You can see, just use the beaters turned off and just kind of mash them to smaller pieces, and then just turn it on and beat them up a little bit. It's so quick and easy to do it that way. So that's usually how I mash my bananas for baked goods. Next, I'm going to add 3 eggs and beat that in well. And then I'm going to add some vanilla, about a teaspoon of vanilla, and the bananas that I mashed earlier, and mix that in good. I'm going to add in about 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt, but you can use whatever you have on hand. And then I will add some baking soda and flour. Next, I'm going to spray a sheet pan with some cooking spray. You could also use butter or oil, whatever you want, to grease the pan, and then spread the batter in there evenly. And I bake it about 20 minutes, seems to be about right for my oven at 350, depending on how hot your oven gets. You know, your time might be a little different, but it should be right around 20 minutes. This is a recipe adjusted for the high altitude where I live. I live at 7,400 feet altitude, and so I add extra flour so it makes a thicker batter. If you're living at a lower elevation, then the batter will be thinner and you won't have to worry so much about spreading it into every corner. It will just, as it gets hot, it will, run into the corners and fill it up. But with the thicker batter that I need to use, I have to make sure it's spread pretty good. Now I'm beating up 8 ounces of cream cheese and a stick of butter. Both of them have been softened to room temperature so that they get smooth. And I used a bowl that was too small for this frosting recipe. I really should have used a bigger bowl, but once I had it in there, I didn't want to make another bowl dirty, so I just used it. But it did make it a little bit difficult when I was putting the powdered sugar in. Then I'd go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 4 cups of powdered sugar and beat it up until it's nice and fluffy. And then once the banana bars are cooled, baked and cooled, then we'll put the frosting on. So my cake has been baking for about 20 minutes. It looks perfect. You can test it with a toothpick or a knife, but let it cool down completely to room temperature, because if it's hot, the frosting will just melt. And once it's cool, then you can drop your frosting on there and then just spread it out as good as possible.